Ghana is one of the world's largest producers of manganese.
No, Ghana Manganese has been in existence from 1914 and is metamorphosized from one species to the other. And today is Ghana Manganese Company, owned by TMI. And indeed, we've had to visit today because we have gotten to a very momentous and consequential stage of transitioning.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. For my returning viewers, I'm an amazing subscriber. Thank you so much for always coming back. A manganese refinery is open and launched here in Ghana, and this is a big win for Ghanaians and Africa at large.
Ghana's mineral sector is on the verge of a major transformation. Imagine this: a mineral that has been exported raw for over a century is now going to be processed right here in Ghana. That's right, Ghana is building a 450 million manganese refinery to stop the raw export of this vital mineral and capture more economic value at home.
The Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel Abujinapo, has announced the construction of Ghana's first manganese refinery set to begin next month. Now, the refinery, to be located at Takwa in the western region, will bring a major boost to the country's mining industry.
This is a step in the right direction of starting our refinery project. The value addition is key for our operations, our long-term future operations. We're growing our reserves. Mr. Ampung, the general manager, here is doing a lot of exploration. So we have a good resource, a good life of mine. And now with the refinery coming, and the minister mentioned the salt cutting, we're very proud. This is an enormous importance.
So, what makes manganese so important, and why will this refinery impact Ghana's economy and workforce? Manganese might not be as famous as gold or oil, but it is essential for many industries. This silvery gray metal is crucial for producing stainless steel, which is used everywhere from construction to transportation. And as electric vehicles rise in popularity, manganese has become even more valuable because it is a key component in EV batteries. Since 1916, Ghana has been exported manganese in its raw form, but that is about to change. Martin Ayisi, the CEO of Ghana's Mineral Commission, recently announced Ghana's bold new direction. In partnership with Chinese company, Ghana will invest $450 million in a manganese refinery. This facility won't just boost revenue, but will also add value locally by processing the mineral right here, rather than simply shipping it out as raw ore. This move aligns perfectly with Ghana's broader goals to retain more value in country and create jobs for its people. Once completed, the refinery will create around 400 jobs, particularly for the youth. And it's not only about employment. By refining manganese locally, Ghana can significantly boost revenue, bypass raw export taxes, and stimulate more industrial growth.
Now, as you know, Ghana Manganese has been in existence from 1914 and is metamorphosized from one species to the other. And today is Ghana Manganese Company, owned by TMI. And indeed, we've had to visit today because we have gotten to a very momentous and consequential stage of transitioning from Ghana Manganese mining and exporting raw manganese for more than a century today to where we are going to have our first manganese refinery here in Ghana, an estimated 450 million United States dollars investment to build a refinery here in Nsuta, which will then mean that the manganese that is mined here in Ghana Manganese will have value addition, will add value to it, and will not export it in its raw form again. And that will mean that Ghana will be participating at the highest end of the value chain, which will have enormous positive implications for our national economy. It's going to have a lot of linkages in the downstream, in the side linkages and all of that, which is going to create jobs, which is going to generate wealth and prosperity for the local communities here and beyond in our country, which is going to bring in a lot more revenue. And so this is really, really, really a big deal. This is a major breakthrough for our country. Now, it's happened through if I may say, months and almost a year of hard work, real hard work, multiple exchange of technical teams from China to Ghana and Ghana to China, and very laborious negotiations, in many cases with the president himself directing affairs. And this is what has resulted in this significant achievement for our country, where we're going to have a manganese refinery here at Ghana Manganese.
Ghana is now following the model of other African countries like South Africa, which has been processing minerals such as platinum and iron ore domestically to strengthen their economies. Now Ghana is joining this great movement, choosing the long-term benefit of value addition over quick gains from unprocessed exports. This shift isn't just about economic growth, it's about transforming how Ghana manages its resources. And it's not just manganese on Ghana's radar. The country is also planning to open a lithium mine by the end of 2024.
The Ghana Manganese Company is preparing to launch a phased refinery project focused on transforming low-grade carbonate manganese ore into high-value products. This bold move will not only boost the marketability of Ghana's manganese, but also significantly enhance revenue streams and increase foreign exchange inflows. Phase 1 of the project, which comes with a price tag of $240 million, is set to be completed in the next 24 months. It involves the construction of a 45 megawatt natural gas power plant and a state-of-the-art 2 million tons per year refinery. This will introduce cutting-edge industrialization to Ghana's mining sector, revolutionizing the way manganese is processed. But that's not all. The project comes with substantial logistical investments. Ghana Manganese Company plans to invest a dedicated minerals railway line and optimization upgrades at the port of Takoradi. These infrastructure enhancements will streamline future export operations, making the entire process more efficient and cost-effective, at the same time providing vital infrastructural upgrades in Ghana, such as the railway line. While Phase 1 of the refinery project is a significant undertaking, Phase 2 and 3 will bring the total investment to a staggering $450 million. This multi-phase project signals Ghana's Manganese Company's long-term commitment to adding value to Ghana's mineral resources and modernizing its operations. The refinery will create a ripple effect of economic benefits, including job creation, increased foreign exchange inflows, and higher government revenues. In fact, the refinery is expected to create over 1,000 jobs directly, offering new employment opportunities in the mining sector and beyond. Speaking on the project's potential, Joseph Ampong, General Manager of Ghana Manganese Company, emphasized the high prospects it holds for the future of the mine. He highlighted that the refinery project has been in the pipeline for years, but was delayed due to power supply challenges. Now, with new interventions in place and the involvement of the Gensa Energy to provide power from Etuabo's natural gas, the project is finally set to take off. Mr. Ampon noted that the refinery's ability to process manganese ore locally will have a significant impact on the economy by upgrading low-grade ore, which currently has a manganese content of 26.5% to over 40% through the refining process. Ghana Manganese Company will be able to sell a much higher quality product on the global market.
When I say this is a big win for Ghanaians and Africa at large, of course, is a big win for us, because we are used to, Africans, we are always used to take our resources, our minerals, our raw materials to the white man country to refine it and bring it back to our country with a high price. We will take our minerals, we will take our raw materials to the white man country to refine it for us and bring it back to us. Especially my country, Nigeria, they are used to doing these things a lot, and wish we have the resources to also have decent refinery in our country. Our leaders are used to always depending on the white people to think for them. Some of our leaders, I quote, they are used to always running to the white people for help. Like they think that, oh, if I need a help, the white people are always there to always be the solution. They don't want to think out of the box to look for solution to fix the problem in their country. So when I saw this big breakthrough in Ghana, I am super happy because this means that at least the Ghanaians, it's not means because Ghanaians are always doing amazing things. Trust me, Ghanaians are always trying to think of the solution. Like, how can we do more things in our country? How can we develop our country? The speed which Ghanaians are going, if other Africa countries are doing the same, I'm telling you, in the next 10, 20 years, I don't think Africans will ever need the white people again for any solution. Because Ghanaians have really tried for their country. Trust me. If you go on social media and you scroll about Africa development, if you see the things Ghanaians are doing in their country, their leaders, the Ghanaian citizens of the country, whether you are a politician, you are not, everybody is making it possible. It's like it's a collective act in Ghana. They are making sure that they are bringing back to their country. That is it. So when I see this great thing, I am super happy to see that we have this kind of refinery in Ghana. I never knew. When I bumped into this video, I was super amazed. Ghanaians are really taking the lead. Trust me. And I wish other African countries to start to wake up. Wake up and do something in your country. Yes, I know we have an amazing Africa country, of course. But at the same time, we should all try to do something in our country. Because at this era we are right now is the era of truth. You have to speak up. You have to do something for your country. We can't be waiting for the white people to solve our problem. When we are blessed with the minerals, we are blessed with these raw materials. There is nothing on this planet Earth that you will not see in Africa continent. If you don't find that particular raw material in that country, you will definitely find it in the other Africa countries. So you see the 54 Africa country, in one way or the other, we have something that is unique that we need as a continent to come together. If you don't have it, you give me what you have, I give you what you have. Before you know, we are moving forward. We will not need these white people again. We will not depend on them. I wish our leader can come together to have a board meeting to look for the way forward for Africans so that we help ourselves in one way or the other. Where you are not doing well, where the country is lacking, the other country have to fill in so that we'll be filling in for each other. Before you know, Africa will be like the best. We don't need anybody anymore. That is what we need. We should come together and make it work. But all the same, I am super happy to see this refinery in Ghana. Trust me, Ghanaians are always making me proud. I am super proud of Ghanaians. I can never be tired of saying that because when I see the things Ghanaians are doing in their country, trust me, give Ghanaians 20, in fact 20 is too far. 15 years from now, I don't think any Ghanaian citizens will ever think of traveling to any country. I don't think so, because the level and the speed which Ghanaians are going, there will be a lot of job for them to do. Everything they need in the country will basically be there. For example, let's look at this refinery that is being opened in Ghana. This refinery is going to employ a lot of Ghanaian youth in the country. At least these people will also get a job from this refinery. And this thing will also bring more investors in the country. So it's all win-win for us, Ghanaians. At least Ghanaians. Yes, I should call myself Ghanaians because at least I live in Ghana. It's going to be win-win because when the investor comes to Ghana, at the same time, it's going to also increase the revenue of the society and of the country. So when I say this is a win-win for all African countries, of course, it's a win-win for all of us. So when I see this video, I was super happy to share with you all to see the amazing things Ghanaians are doing for Africa continent. Ghanaians are really putting African map to the world. Trust me. If you go on social media, if you have the time to see the amazing things that is going on in this country, you'll be super proud of the leaders of Ghanaians. Every leaders have contributed to the growth of Ghanaian success. The previous ones before, the one that's still in power, they are all contributing to the growth of the country. And more great things will keep coming to Ghana and Africa at large. So please, if you have not liked the video, do me well by liking the video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on notification bell so whenever I post a new video, you not miss out on my amazing content. Share with a friend who would also love to watch this video with you. Drop the comment below of what you also think of the video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now and stay blessed.